In April 2026, an astrological event that only happens once every 84 years will reach its peak, and it won't ask permission to change your life. I'm going to show you 3 physical symptoms that prove your body is already responding to this frequency, and I'll give you a 3-step protocol, a preparation that will determine whether this wave will propel you into a new reality or break you. What you'll learn here isn't theory. It's a survival and mastery manual for what's to come. Stay with me until the end, because the difference between those who will prosper and those who will collapse lies in the information I'm going to reveal to you. If you feel you've been called to this moment, comment, "I am ready." The event that found you. In April 2026, a window opens, an event that occurs only once every 84 years. Most people will cross this portal without even knowing it was open. They will feel something, perhaps they already do. A strange turbulence in relationships, the feeling that old patterns no longer work, an unexplained exhaustion. They will call it stress. A coincidence? It is not a coincidence. This is the moment your entire life may have been preparing for, and the fact that you are hearing this now means that a part of you already knows. You didn't find this information by chance, it found you. In moments of great change, the information field reorganizes itself. It seeks out receptors that are ready for the next frequency. Your presence here is a sign that your nervous system is already picking up the first tremors of this change. It's a call that doesn't come from outside, but from within. A resonance between your internal readiness and the imminence of an external event. Synchronicity isn't magic, it's physics. It's the alignment of fields. Think of it like a radio. Most people are tuned to the same old station, full of static and repetition. But a new frequency is about to dominate the spectrum. A clearer, more powerful frequency. To tune into it, you don't need a new radio, you need to recalibrate yours. You need to clear your internal antenna of accumulated noise. The noise of old beliefs, inherited fears, distractions that drain your vital energy. The event doesn't choose, it simply transmits. The life you've lived until now has been your training. Every challenge, every crisis, every moment of clarity has been preparation to increase your capacity to contain more energy. The ability to remain stable amidst turbulence. Because what's coming isn't a gentle wave, it's a force of restructuring. It will dismantle what is fragile and strengthen what is authentic. Your task is not to resist the wave, but to learn to surf it. Preparation is what transforms impact into momentum. And this is exactly where many fail. They try to sustain a high-voltage consciousness in a body that still operates in the low-power mode of fear and exhaustion. It is like trying to run the most advanced software of 2026 on a computer from the 1990s. It's about building the receptacle for a future that's already underway. A future that demands a new version of you. A version with a more resilient nervous system, sharper intuition, and a faster capacity for manifestation. The old you, with its reaction patterns and self-imposed limitations, won't be able to cross that window. It wasn't designed for the speed of the new frequency. Change isn't an option, it's an inevitable upgrade. The field doesn't wait, it doesn't give formal warnings. It simply opens and amplifies what it finds within you. Fear becomes more fear. Clarity becomes more clarity. What you bring into this window will determine what you find on the other side. The question isn't whether change will come, but who you will choose to be when it arrives. Because what's at stake isn't just a month on the calendar, it's the architecture of your next era. And that architecture is being designed now, in the sky and within you. The code of heaven and the end of chance. In the ancient world, the sky wasn't just decoration, it was a clock, a transmission system. Babylonian astronomers understood that celestial bodies create measurable changes in Earth's electromagnetic fields. Your nervous system, floating within this field, responds literally. You feel the changing seasons in your body, the influence of the moon on your sleep. This isn't poetry, it's biology. The cosmos isn't separate from you. It's the larger environment in which your biology operates. In April 2026, a rare planetary configuration, the Grand Trine, will form. Pluto in Aquarius, Neptune in Aries, and Uranus in Gemini will create an unprecedented energetic architecture of power. Imagine 3 gigantic transmission towers forming a perfect triangle in the sky, focusing their signals on a single point: Earth. And you. This sacred geometry, the triangle, is the most stable and potent structure that exists. It doesn't suggest change, it is the structure. This triadic field collapses the time between intention and physical reality. What you carry within begins to manifest outwardly at an unprecedented speed. The temporal lag, the delay between your thought and its materialization, decreases drastically. This means there is no more room for ambiguity. There is no longer any way to maintain a scarcity mindset and expect an abundant outcome. The mirror of reality becomes almost instantaneous. It reflects what you are, not what you would like to be. Pluto in Aquarius dismantles old power structures, shifting authority from institutions to networks. Neptune in Aries dissolves illusions, demanding an active, not passive spirituality. And Uranus in Gemini accelerates the transmission of information, both digital and synaptic. Together, they not only add their strengths, they multiply them. It's a convergence that creates a field of accelerated potential, a moment where personal evolution can take a quantum leap. The age of chance is ending. Coincidences will become more frequent, more significant, until you realize they are not coincidences. They are feedback. They are the universe responding to your frequency in real time. If your life seems chaotic, it's because your internal frequency is chaotic. If the right opportunities appear, it's because you have become a magnet for them. Responsibility for your reality becomes absolute. There is no one left to point the finger at. The power is returning to you. Therefore, preparation isn't about protecting yourself from something bad. It's about becoming capable of handling immense power. The power to create your reality with a speed and precision that previously seemed impossible. Without proper preparation, this power can be destructive. It can amplify your fears and insecurities to the breaking point. Heaven is offering an unprecedented tool for creation, but every powerful tool requires a trained operator. And that training begins now, in your own body. The biological hardware upgrade. The last time Uranus was in Gemini was in 1942. Radio technology exploded. The first computers were born. The speed of information changed civilization. The revolution was in external communication, in machines. Now, 84 years later, a complete cycle of human life, the revolution is not in external technology, but in your biological hardware. The upgrade is not in your computer, it's in your nervous system. It's a paradigm shift from reprogramming machines to reprogramming your own biology. Your nervous system is being asked to process information at a speed it wasn't designed for. It's like trying to run the most advanced software from 2026 on a 1990 computer. The system overheats. This creates specific physical symptoms that conventional medicine may not understand. Simultaneous exhaustion and insomnia, mental fog where clear thinking seems impossible, a hypersensitivity to sounds, lights, and other people's emotions. You're not sick, your system is being upgraded. It's not a breakdown, it's an attempt to run a new program on old hardware. The body, in its wisdom, tries to adapt, but without conscious cooperation on your part, the process is brutal. Fatigue is your body begging for a break to integrate the new energy. Anxiety is the static electricity of an overloaded system. Headaches are frequency spikes that the brain struggles to process. Ignoring these signals is like ignoring the overheating light on your car's engine. Preparation, therefore, is not an option. It's a biological necessity to avoid system breakdown. You need to consciously help your body recalibrate. This means managing your energy differently. It means creating space for integration. It means understanding that rest is not laziness, but an essential part of the updating process. You are becoming capable of processing multiple lines of information simultaneously, of perceiving dimensions that were previously invisible. This neurological transformation is what will allow you to navigate the new reality. While others will be overwhelmed and confused, reacting to the chaos, you will be able to see the patterns, feel the currents, and act with clarity and purpose. You will become a point of stability in an unstable world. But this only happens if your hardware is capable of handling the new voltage. The upgrade is inevitable. Your comfort level during the process is a choice. Which brings us to the central question: how do you facilitate this upgrade? How do you help your body adapt instead of fighting against it? The answer isn't in thinking more or trying harder. The solution lies in shifting the seat of your intelligence, in moving the brain's command center, which is overloaded, to another processing center that is already perfectly attuned to the new frequency, a center that modern science is only beginning to understand. The heart as a second brain. The mental noise of the information age overloads the brain. It has become a processor that never shuts off, constantly analyzing, worrying, planning. The solution lies not in thinking more, but in feeling differently. Ancient wisdom always knew this, and now science is confirming it. Neuroscientists at the HeartMath Institute have discovered that the heart contains about 40,000 specialized neurons. It has its own nervous system, a brain of its own that feels, processes, and remembers. This heart-brain sends more signals to the cranial brain than the other way around. Think about it. Communication isn't top-down, it's bottom-up. Your heart is constantly informing your brain about your state and the environment around you. But most of the time, the brain is so noisy that it can't hear. It ignores the deeper intelligence of the body and continues to operate from old fear and survival programs. The electromagnetic field of your heart is 5,000 times stronger than that of your brain. It is not contained within your body. It extends several meters around you, interacting with the fields of other people and with the Earth's own field. This field is measurable, and when you are in a state of coherence, when your heart and brain are synchronized, this field becomes more ordered and powerful. You literally change the energy of the environment around you. And here's the key. Your heart's field is naturally synchronized with the Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic frequency of the Earth itself, the planet's pulse. Your heart is already attuned to the planetary field. The brain is merely the receiver, but the volume is too high, full of static. The preparation for April is about shifting the seat of intelligence from the head to the heart. It's about learning to silence the mental noise so you can hear the wisdom that is already present. When you operate from the intelligence of the heart, your decisions change. You move from fear-based logic to intuition based on coherence. You feel the right path instead of trying to calculate it. Life becomes less of a struggle and more of a flow. Heart coherence strengthens your immune system, improves your cognitive function, and puts you in an ideal flow state. You become a superconductor of energy instead of a resistor that loses energy as heat. This leads us to a practical and radical conclusion. To prepare for the acceleration of April, the first step is not to learn something new, it's to unlearn. It's to practice silence. It's to create the conditions so that the intelligence of your heart can emerge and take command. You don't need to look for the answer outside. You need to create the silence to hear the answer that is already within. And this begins with a simple yet profound ritual, an act of reclaiming your inner space. The preparation ritual, Pillar 1, the sacred silence. This is your first moment of immediate application. It's not theory, it's practice. 2 weeks before April, you will begin cleansing your receptacle. The first instruction, the first pillar of your preparation, is silence. Every morning, you will set aside an hour that belongs only to you. An hour before the phone, before the news, before other people's words enter your field. This time is sacred. It is non-negotiable. It is the foundation upon which everything else will be built. During this hour, you do not consume. You simply exist. Sit in silence, walk in nature, write by hand in a journal, allowing your own thoughts to emerge without the stimulus of a screen. The goal is not to do nothing. The goal is to create a vacuum, an empty space, so that your own signal, the voice of your intuition, can finally be heard. The noise of the outside world has drowned out your inner wisdom. Now, you will systematically lower the volume of the world. The priests of ancient Egypt considered this the most important time of day, the hour between darkness and light. They knew that in silence you can hear what noise makes inaudible. The sign of April is subtle. It doesn't shout. It whispers. It can't break through the noise of notifications, headlines, and other people's opinions. It needs a clean space to land. By protecting your silence, you are building that space. You are saying to the universe, "I am ready to listen." This act of silence is an act of sovereignty. You are declaring that your own conscience is more important than the demands of the world. You are training your nervous system to begin the day from a place of calm and centeredness, instead of reactivity and stress. This calm will become your anchor when the April waves begin to arrive. While others will be tossed to and fro, you will be anchored in your own inner silence. Beyond your morning routine, identify 3 things that consistently drain your energy throughout the day. It could be a specific news feed, a toxic conversation, a complaining habit. And cut your engagement with them in half. It's not about perfection, it's about intention. It's about stopping allowing your vital energy to leak through cracks of distraction and negativity. You need all your energy for this upgrade. Stop giving it away for free. Protect your silence like a guardian protects a treasure. Because that's what it is. It's the space where alchemy happens. It's where the lead of anxiety and confusion can be transmuted into the gold of clarity and purpose. This first pillar is not passive. It's the most powerful action you can take. But silence alone is not enough. Once you create the space, you need to ensure your body can anchor the energy that will enter it. The preparation ritual, Pillar 2, grounding. When large amounts of energy enter the body, they need a place to settle. Otherwise, the energy rises to the head, generating anxiety, looping thoughts, insomnia, and scattered thoughts. You feel electric, but you can't accomplish anything. It's like a lightning rod without a ground wire. The energy hits the system, but it has nowhere to go, causing a short circuit. You need to build a route. You need to give this new and potent energy a place to anchor itself in your body. Taoist monks, Tibetan yogis, and Egyptian priests, separated by centuries and continents, arrived at the same conclusion. Energy is cultivated in the lower abdomen, in the center below the navel. They called it Dantian Hara, the center of vital force. It is your energetic center of gravity.
And maybe faith was never about blind belief in something unseen. Maybe it was always about attention, the quiet, unwavering act of observing reality without fear. Because in the language of quantum physics, a wave does not become real until it is observed. And in the language of ancient wisdom, what you hold in awareness begins to take form. So what if faith is not hoping, but witnessing? Not begging, but aligning? Not waiting for a miracle, but becoming the moment where possibility collapses into reality? The question is no longer, do you believe? The question is, what are you choosing to observe? And therefore, what are you choosing to create?